In this week's video we're going to explore some of the periods of Chinese history which would make some interesting wargame campaigns. Choosing the best periods of Chinese history for a wargame campaign largely depends on personal interests, the availability of historical resources, and the dynamics of the era in question. Now, China boasts a rich and diverse history that spans thousands of years and offers numerous fascinating periods for wargaming campaigns. In this video we're going to look at some of the more notable periods that wargamers might find compelling. So our first offering is Three Kingdoms period, which is 220 to 280 AD. This was a period that was characterized by the struggle for power and dominance amongst the three rival states of Wei, Shu and Wu, following the collapse of the Han Dynasty. Now, the Three Kingdoms period offers diverse military strategies, iconic generals and epic battles like the Battle of the Red Cliffs. Players can lead legendary figures such as Cao Cao, Liu Bai and Su Huan in their quest for supremacy. Next is the Sui and Tang dynasties from 581 to 908 AD. This period witnessed the reunification and expansion of China under strong central governments. It offers opportunities for large-scale battles, cultural exchanges along the Silk Road and conflicts with neighbouring powers such as the Tibetan Empire and the Eastern Turkic Khanate. Next is the Song dynasty, which lasted from the 960 to 1279 AD, and it was a time of technological advancement, economic prosperity and military innovation. Wargaming during the Song dynasty can explore conflicts with the Khitan Liao dynasty, the Jurchen Jin dynasty and the Mongol Empire. Players can also delve into naval warfare, introduce gunpowder weapons, as well as the defence of the southern Song against the Mongol invasions. The Ming dynasty, which lasted from 1368 to 1644, marked a period of cultural revival, maritime exploration and territorial expansion. Players can recreate the defence of the Great Wall against the northern nomadic tribes. The naval expeditions of Admiral Zheng He and the struggle against the Japanese piracy along the southern eastern coast. Now, another aspect is to look at the Three Kingdoms of Korea. The Korean peninsula witnessed the rise and fall of several kingdoms, which included the Goryeo, Joseon, Bakje, alongside interactions with neighbouring powers like China and Japan. Wargaming campaigns in the Korea can explore conflicts not only between the Korean kingdoms, but invasions by Japanese warlords, incursions by the Chinese, as well as diplomatic manoeuvres with both Ming and Qing dynasties. Now, each period of Chinese history offers unique challenges, strategic opportunities and compelling narratives for wargaming campaigns. Whether it's the political intrigue of the Three Kingdom period, the naval exploits of the Song, or the military innovations of the Ming dynasty, wargamers have a wealth of options to explore this rich tapestry of Chinese history. Ultimately, the best period for a wargame campaign depends on the interests and preferences of players, as well as the historical context they wish to explore on the tabletop battlefield. Now, there is a period I've not included in this, which is a really good one to explore, and that's the Warring States. And the reason why is because I'm going to do some more in-depth videos looking specifically at the Warring States period. And for those that don't know what the Warring States is, it's a period in Chinese history where there were 10 kingdoms fighting for dominance, which was eventually won by Qin. And they defeated the other 9 kingdoms and unified China under one emperor, and that's what the Warring States basically is in a nutshell. And we're going to take a closer look at that in later videos in a few weeks' time. I'm going to do a whole series on looking at that particular period because it is a really good period for wargaming. I'm going to follow up this video in a couple of weeks, and I've done some additional research on what miniatures are available for some of these periods, because there are miniatures out there in a variety of different scales. So I'll do a follow-up video where I look at some of those miniatures that are available to you as to carry out and play out some of these campaigns in some of these periods. Now, China has a huge chunk of history that you could investigate and play out. I mean, you've got the whole Qing dynasty, which is sort of basically the collapse of old China, and where up to the point of where modern sort of China sort of begins in sort of 1911, and then you go into the warlord period, and then you go into, from that you go into the invasions and incursions by Japan, and obviously then Second World War, and then finally the Chinese Civil War, and that takes you right up to China becoming a communist country. But it's got a long history for you to go sort of delving into, and it's quite a good one to sort of have a look at, with some really opportunities to play some big top set battles and some large campaigns. Well, anyway, that's all for this week. I shall see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and that's all.